Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some more Resident Evil 6. So let's hop right in and continue the game. Now last time, I did all this stuff with this, what I can only say is the final Simmons fight. I made it to, like, a helicopter area. I need to try and see what I can do there. And just try and make it through, I guess. Do the final Simmons phase. What I hope is the final Simmons phase, and just try and kill him already. So, yeah. Wait, actually, I got sent back a little. So, yeah. Let's just try and, I guess, make it to where I was. Hopefully, make it to the helicopter, and try and take out Simmons with all my might. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take out, Simmons here. It shouldn't take too much to do that, if I'm being honest. So, yeah. I just really want to beat this game, you know? So I can get done with it already. So that way I can move on to other Resident Evil games. Mostly because I still have a little bit left. After this, I have only 6 Resident Evil games left. So, yeah. Let's just keep going.
You're gonna get what's coming to you, Simmons.
Okay, let's just try and take out Simmons' health here. Yeah, that's the end of that phase. Might as well just try and move on, I guess. He's gonna turn into, like, a giant moth, I'm assuming. And then, to a giant spider-looking thing. You know what? I'm gonna try and look up how to beat the spider phase, come to think of it. So yeah, let's just, try and, I guess, get through that. But first I'm gonna pause the recording and look up how to beat the spider phase. Alright, now I know how to beat the final phase of Simmons' fight. I gotta try and go onto his underside, and then just try and see what I can do from there. But either way, let's break these crates, grab whatever I can out of them, just, you know, for the final phase of the game, so that way I can actually try and, I guess, get over to the helicopter. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I'm just getting kind of bored right now, so yeah, that's the main reason why is because, you know, it's just so tedious to get past all the Simmons stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I really like this game. I really do, but it's just that the Simmons plotline is just really dragging it down, if anything. You know? And it just is such a drag, if anything. Okay, let's just put in the ammo that I need. Okay. That should be good. Let's go ahead and just get this door open and just try and challenge Simmons in his final phase. Alright, let's break these crates right here. I'm gonna need more ammo. Alright. I'm gonna have to launch Elena up here. And then just trying to see what I can do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take out the fly version of Simmons here. Thankfully, I have 8 more lightning rod shells for whenever I need them. So yeah. Let's go ahead and just keep going. I really need to try and just shoot Simmons as much as possible, especially in his eyes. Okay. I just really gotta try and take out as much of his health as possible. Okay. Yeah, I got a lot of shotgun shells that I can try and collect later on, but as of right now, I don't really have many. So let's just free up a, you know, a thing and just try and take out Simmons' health here. Okay. His head is his weak spot. That's easily the most vital information I have right now. You know, Wait, maybe I can use some of those remote bombs whenever I get to the spider phase. Maybe I can just try and use some of those there. To try and deal as much damage as possible. Okay, let's just try and, I guess, take out Simmons here. I need more ammo. That's the one thing I know I need the most of right now. I know I got some lightning pop ammo. But that's about it, if anything. Okay, I need to break some of these crates. Let's just try and grab as much ammo as possible. So that way I can just try and take out Simmons' health. Wait. Does that panel do anything? I honestly do not know. Okay, it doesn't. So, it's kind of useless to me right now. Okay, this is about where I gotta try and fight the Simmons boss. I'm the spider phase anyways.
This is bad. We gotta get to the helicopter.
Let's just go ahead and just try and get over to it already. Let's climb up this ladder. Yeah, I just need to try, get rid of all these zombies here. And also just climb up, I guess, since that's pretty much the only thing I can really do, is just try and defeat Simmons. Alright, let's just try and find more ammo crates. So that way I can actually, try and win. I know that I gotta try and, knock him down, expose his head, and then use the lightning rod on him. That one thing. So yeah, that's the one thing I know I gotta do. That little bar right there, I gotta try and knock him down and then just
we need
try,
to ground this asshole.
and just try and, use the lightning rod on him. Okay, let's just try and see what I can do here. Okay, I just really gotta try and, deal as much damage as possible to Simmons, so that way I can actually try and do a little bit more. Okay. Wait. I gotta try, expose his head and then try and ram that electrocution rod through him. Okay. Let's reload on this gun, since it's easily the best one I have in terms of outright damage dealing. Okay. I just need to pick out his legs, those little pouches. Okay, let's just see what I can do here. I just gotta try and pick out more of these pouches, if I'm being honest. Okay, let's just try and knock the zombie off me. Okay, I need to just try and pick out some more of these pouches already. Alright, let's just see what I can do here. I got 2 bullets. Wait. There we go. Why does it look like he's stabbing himself? Is that the end of the fight? If it is, oh my god, it would just be way too perfect. Okay, let's just try and knock him down already. So that way I can just try and shoot the lightning rod. Let's just try and deal as much damage to this guy as possible. Okay, let's reload on my lightning pop. Okay, is he dead? Hopefully he's dead. Yeah, I don't think he's dead. Okay, I have to just try and do this again, I guess. Okay, let's just try and, take out some more zombies. So that way I can, try and deal as much damage as possible. Okay, let's just pick up this rod. Okay, I need to just knock down Simmons already. Come on. Fall. Fall. Come on, fall, you stupid spider. I just need you to fall already. Come on. Just fall. Jesus Christ, it's not gonna fall, is it? Yeah, that really sucks too. Pretty obvious reasons. You know, Simmons needs to fall just to be able for me to beat this fight. Okay. Let's just see what I can do here. Maybe I can, you know, take out some more of these pouches with the remaining ammo I have. So yeah. Let's just keep moving and just try and collect as much ammo as I can. Okay, I need to put in some more shotgun shells, since that's easily the best weapons I have. Okay, I need you to fall, Simmons. Come on! Come on! Fall down! I'm screwing myself over, aren't I? You know, by not getting him to fall with my aiming. Wait, okay, let's just try and see what I can do. I need to pick it up and just hit him with it. Come on. I just need to stab this guy already. Let's just go ahead and just stab him in his head. Yeah, hopefully that dealt massive damage to him. And, you know, killed him too. Hopefully it did. Because I just don't want to deal with Simmons anymore, to be perfectly honest. Hopefully this is the end of the fight. Maybe it is. Alright. Now let's get to the helicopter already. I just need to move. I just need to keep moving.
Head for the chopper. This floor is
Yeah,
unstable.
that's easily the one thing I know I have to do, is just get to the helicopter. Okay. Why did it do that? Why did the game do that? I have no clue what happened there. I'm assuming it's like some kind of weird bug, but I didn't even do anything there. Let's just go ahead and wait for Elena, and just have her get in the helicopter too. Yeah, let's just get out of here. I don't want to deal with Simmons anymore. Maybe they'll launch another missile.
Shit.
Come on, this is stupid. Oh my god. I just want to get past Simmons already. Let's just get in the helicopter and fly. Wait. That's an infinite rocket launcher, isn't it? Yeah, I'm out of missiles. Hopefully that killed him. Wait, I think it did. Thank God it gave me a rocket launcher. I wouldn't have been able to stand much longer if it didn't give me that. Like, honestly, don't get me wrong, I still really like this game. It's just that, oh my god, the final Simmons fight is just so needlessly annoying. It just gets so tedious at some points, and it just bores me out of my mind, if anything. Like, don't get me wrong, this game is still really fun. I just think it would have been so much better if they cut down on some of the phases for the Simmons fight. You know, like, I just think that the game would have been so much better at that point if they cut out that Flies phase and the T-Rex phase. I think that the game would have been, and the one on the roof where you gotta help out Ada, like, before, you know, you join up to him. I think that the game would have been so much better if they just cut out those 3 phases. Oh my god, it was so needlessly tedious. Like, I still really like the game. Don't get me wrong, it's just that there's so much improvements that could have been made.
Come on.
Oh my god. But yeah. Let's just go ahead and get to the helicopter and just get out of here. Hopefully this is the final cutscene. I just really hope it is, if I'm being honest. So yeah. I'm gonna turn off my mic.
Leon.
my god, I think that this is the only game that I've ever played on this channel that visibly had me pulling the JJK face over hand, like hands over face meme. I think that this is the only game I've ever played on the channel that visibly had me doing that. And I've played some stressful games that had me actually sweating, like Tekken.
See you soon. Let's go.
And even then, it didn't have me do that. Like, don't get me wrong, I still really like this game, but oh my god, it's just so unbearable at some points. Like, especially whenever it gets closer to the end. You know? Like, I still really like it. It's just that there's so many improvements that could have been done. Like, that, it just really sucks that that's such a good game that has been dragged down by so many flaws. You know? And that honestly really sucks too, because this could have easily been like one of my top 3 Resident Evil games. But it's so dragged down by the needless filler that it could have been like that it's just dragged it down so hard. You know? But yeah. Let's just try and get through this. Hopefully there's a post-credit scene that improves this. Like everything about the Simmons fight. Okay, there is. Wait. Oh. Deborah. Man. That really sucks too. What happened to her. You know?
It's time for me to take responsibility.
Like, it just really sucks what happened to Deborah. She could have been such an interesting character if they didn't kill her off so early. You know?
Thank you. I'm ready. What?
Wait,
But
so she's
our
joining
system
Leon?
attack.
That's honestly quite wild to think about.
The evidence and feel it unjust to hold you liable for Simmons' crime. They will also not be disclosing their findings to the public.
But
The president would have done the same.
All right. Shall we go join the team?
Alright.
Leon.
Let's just keep going and just see what I can do after this. Oh
For the
my
next
god,
time we see her.
this game, it got so tedious at some points. Like, I really like it, but it's just so boring and tedious. Like, it just has so much unnecessary filler, and that honestly just dragged down the game for me. Don't get me wrong, still top 5 Resident Evil game for me. It's just that there's so much filler in some moments that it just, oh my god, so much could have been done just to cut it all out. You know? Wow, I had a 78.5 accuracy. Now let's just see what's after this. Yeah, I'm playing on my PS5. I don't know why it said PS4, saving content to PS4. Alright, that's going to be the end of this series. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next series. Bye-bye.